Hello, teacher. My name is Jimmy Barroso, and today I'll be presenting about the apartment in syntax, especially um, focusing on the subject, bird agreement rules. I don't have my ID here. Just let me show it to you here. I have my ID. Okay. This topic is fundamental for clear the occurrence communication in educational contexts. Let's begin. For example, check the subject before the prepositional phrase. The verb agrees with the main subject, not with nouns inside prepositional phrases. Let me give you some examples. The teacher of advanced mathematics is preparing the final exams. The students in the classroom are studying educational psychology. The quality of online courses depends of the instructional design. Okay, the number two, the singular subject connected by or, either, or neither, nor. So what exactly is agreement in syntax simplest, but put agreement in syntax in the grammatical principle that requires searching words in a sentence to match in form. The most important type in English is subject verb agreement, where the verb must correspond with its adjective but number, that is whether in a singular or plural, and person, which prefers or which refers to first, second, or in third person. This concept is crucial because it ensures our sentences are grammatically correct and it's easy to understand. Now let's examine the six specific rules with practical examples from the field or the education. For example, use a singular verb when subjects are connected by these conjunctions. Let me give you some examples. I'm going to give you three examples. Either the principal or the vice principal has approved the curriculum changes. Neither the textbook nor the workbook contains the answer kits. The professor or the teaching assistant is available during office hours. Okay, mix singular and plural subject with or, either, or neither, nor. Rule number one states that the must check the subject before the prepositional phrase. This is extremely important because prepositional phrases can be misleading. Let me explain with the first example. The teacher of advanced mathematics is preparing the final exam. Here, some people might think the subject is mathematics because it is closer to the verb, but actually, the subject is teacher, which is singular, so we use the singular verb. Is the phrase of advanced mathematics is just prepositional phrase that describe which teacher we were talking about. My second example, the students in the classroom are studying educational psychology again. The subject students, which is plural, so we use are, don't let them classroom confuse. It's part of the prepositional phrase in the classroom. And the third example, the quality of online courses depends on structural designs. The subject here is the quality singular, not courses. Therefore, we use singulars, verb to depends. As you can see here, no? The examples, neither the teacher nor the students were satisfied with the exam results. Either the administrator or dean is going to address the faculty meeting. Neither the textbook nor the syllabus was adapted to this measure. Okay, rule number four, subjects connected by an N. Use a plural verb when the subjects are joined by an examples, no? Let me first give the explanation. Rule 2 addresses singular subjects connected by either or neither nor. When we have these conjunctions, we use regular verbs. For example, either principal or the vice principal has approved the curriculum changes. Both subjects are singular principal, and they are connected by either or so. We can use singular verb has. So the examples are the curriculum and teaching the methodology need to be revised. The librarian and the media specialized or organized in the resource centers. Reading, comprehension, and critical thinking require the consistent practices. Um, for example, in the rule number 5, The singular subject separated by phrases, when phrases like along with, as well as, or, together with the separated subjects, the verb agrees with the original subject examples. Let me first get in the bad words here, like giving the examples first. The separation along with the school's board members reviewing the budget, the students as well and her classmates need the additional further incisions, and the curriculum guide together with the lesson plans was submitted yesterday. What can we see here? For example, rule 3 becomes interesting because it does means that the subject, when we have both singular and plural subjects connected by or, either, neither, nor, in this case, the verb agrees with the subject closest to it. For example, neither the teacher nor the students were satisfied with the exam results. Here, teachers in singular, by students is plural. Since the students is closest to the verb, we use the plural verb were. The second example, either the administration or dean is going to address the faculty. Meeting administration is plural, but dean is singular, so closest to the verb, so we use this. Third example, later, the textbook nor the syllabus was updated for this measure. Textbook is plural, but the syllabus is singular and closer, so we use was. For example, in the rule number 6, special classes with percentage of fractions, if or of follows a singular noun, use the singular verb. If of follows a plural noun, use plural verb. Example, let me first give the examples here so it's going to be more understandable. 80% of the students' body is enrolled in extracurricular activities. All of the teachers are attending to the professional development workshop. Two-thirds of the educational budget goes towards teacher salaries and benefits. Rule 4 is more straightforward when subject is connected by and we use a plural verb because we are talking about multiple things. For example, the curriculum and the teaching methodology need to be revised to subject joins by the correct compound subject requiring the plural verb need. Second example, for example, the library and the media specialized are organizing the resources center to people working together per art. Third example, the reading comprehension and critical thinking required consistent practices, two skills combined, per required. Okay, for example, also the rule number 7, before giving the conclusion, I want to be, it's not over here, but I'm going to be telling you. For example, Rule 5 addresses situations where the subject is separated by phrases like along with, as well as, together with. The key is that the verbs agree to the original subject, not with the nouns or these interrupting phrases. First example, for example, the superintendent along with school board members is reviewing the budget, the main subject, superintendent, which is singular, so despite mentioning members, we are used. Second example, the students as well as the classmate needs additionally tutoring sessions. The primary subject is a student singular, so we use needs. The last rule is the number 8. For example, Rule 6 converts special cases involving the percentage fractions and words like percent, fractions, majority. Some or all of the verbs agreement depends on the noun that follows up first example. Let me give you the first example here. 80% of the students body is enrolled in the extracurricular activities. The student body is singular, so we use this. The second example is how the teachers are attending to the professional development workshop. Teachers is plural, so we use art. And the third example, two-thirds of the educational budget goes towards teacher salaries and benefits. Budget is singular, so we use goes. The conclusion is always identify the true subject, watch the prepositional phrases, pay attention to conjunctions, percentage and fractions, follows the nouns after of, proper subjects, verb, agreement, ensures great communication in academic writing and professional settings. To conclude, subject verb agreement is essential for effective communication in educational settings. Remember these key points, always identify the true subject of our sentences. Be careful with prepositions phrases that might missaid. You pay attention to the conjunctions and for percentage and fractions follows the noun after of. Mastering these rules will significantly improve your academic writing and professional communications. Thank you so much. This is my exposition. I hope you like it. Thank you, teacher.